Yeah, hi, this is Carolina Darshan Deep, and I want to share some thoughts and some feelings about these times right now because I feel it's needed, because I feel that a lot is happening. And one of these things is, I don't know if you can hear this when they're playing this song again. It's, I don't even know the name of it. It's like, no, I don't want to fall in love with you. And they keep playing this over and over here in South Goa, where I am at the moment. And for me personally, this is connected with old wounds, old love wounds. So it's actually quite funny that this is like basically being played in any restaurant I pass by or sit in for the last 2 days that I have been here. And yeah, why am I doing this video? Well, actually, I wanted to do a video for a long time, and now I just have like an impulse. And yeah, so I just came out of the 3 weeks Panchakarma therapy. I've spent this time in a hospital, in an Ayurvedic hospital in Karnataka, which is it's a state in India. It's south of Goa, even south of Goa. It has been really, really hot. It still is really hot here in Goa. And these 3 weeks have been a challenging time, but I'm very grateful and thankful that I have experienced that. I've done some therapies to cleanse out and to strengthen and rejuvenate and balance my vata, my ether and air energies. And I think this has worked quite a lot because it was not only physical, it was like you had some time to really focus on yourself. And for me, before I have been very busy traveling, working and doing things, practicing music, meeting people, talking, partying, dancing, traveling, planning new projects and so on and so on. And I never really found the time to integrate and to come back to my feelings and to heal, actually, because there was some stuff in me that has not been healed yet. And right now, and this is why I'm sharing this video, is right now is a time which is very good for doing this work. And so within these 3 weeks, for instance, I did one therapy that was called Nasya. Nasya is a treatment. You get up very early in the morning, you go to the treatment rooms, and they are putting some oil in your nostrils. You have to sniff them up like cocaine. And then you have it everywhere, and it's burning. And every day you do it for 7 days, and each day they increase the amount. And they put 1 drop more into your nostrils. And then afterwards, everybody was going to the beach. The sun was rising, and but everybody was like, it was a very empty beach, so there were not many people. And you would find some space, or maybe going for a little walk, and spitting out, because then, like, from behind, from your from the system here, all this phlegma, old kapha would come out, so you're cleansing that out and spitting that out like this. I hope nobody can hear me there. And yeah, but this is not the only thing that came out, actually. Like, for me, it was like, sometimes I just felt the wish to throw myself into the sand and cry. And I did this also, and cry for like old lost dreams and lost love and pain, actually. So I used this time to mourn. And what happened was that when you really face these feelings, because usually we suppress these feelings, like fear and sadness, and well, I know for mine that I usually suppress it. I do anything to not feel that. So then I maybe get busy with something, working, or try to see some people, or talk about something, have a cookie, have a coffee, something like that. But now I really had the time to face these feelings and resolve some of them. And what happens at the same time is that you also become open and free and like to experience the beauty and the purity and the beauty of life and the love that you are, and the divine actually. So it opens the heart. It's funny, I always find it like people always talk about open the heart, and for me sometimes it feels like this is like a mental concept unless you really feel it. And but opening the heart is, it's not like you do meditation and then you feel full of love. This is not the way it works. It's actually like for me it only works when I process my pain. So then joy also becomes deeper. For me it's like you are on a trampoline. You cannot have one without the other. You go up and then you go down, and if you're lucky enough, you you find some balance there, and you find some space to move back and to watch yourself going up and down. Because I don't want to go like this. I'm not that type of a person that is like this. I never have been. I was like this actually, and now I'm maybe like this, but when I'm lucky enough, I find some space to watch, to take a step back and watch myself doing these ups and downs, which are life, yeah, like feeling happy and feeling sad. And if you don't feel happy, I don't know, somebody was asking me, why are you sad? Don't be sad. The thing is, I think we need, and this is what I answered, we need to be sad in order to be happy again. If we are not sad, if we are never sad, if we suppress this feeling, we cannot be happy, and we are like numb or mute. And I feel like so many people are mute and numb, and back in Berlin, or maybe in all the cities, or at least like this is the way I experienced it in Berlin, it's hard to really feel for me, because there's so many impulses, it's so many requirements, so many challenges, and it's so quick, and I'm high sensitive, and I can feel like the feelings of the people that walk and pass through, and I feel so terribly overwhelmed most of the time. So here I finally have the space that I need to process it, and and it's the right time for doing that. So it takes some time, connect to the divine and meditate and pray, and we are in Mercury retrograde. I don't know if you know what that means. Like if you're into astrology, if you're not, you should like stay a little bit open, and like, because I was very suspicious for a long time towards astrology, but like it really works for me. So Mercury retrograde, which is now and still until the 28th of this month, so still a couple of days, it means like Mercury is going backwards, right? This is what retrograde means. So, and Mercury is a planet of communication, of also of doing stuff, and it's a good time for reflection actually, and not for starting new projects and getting super busy and like pushing forwards, but it's actually the other way around. So it's better to reflect a little bit, to take a step back, to integrate, to meditate on your life, and it's actually also today. I just checked Kaypacha's report. I don't know if you know that. I can really warmly recommend it. I will post it also. It's Mercury is conjunct Neptune, and so Neptune is like the Apis chakra up planet, yeah, I would say. And like what can happen now, especially if you are sensitive already, like you can become painfully open for everything that's going around you. So I feel like during the last days or weeks, I always need space, but it has become even more, I've become even more sensitive. So, but I give myself that, yeah. So I retreat, I spend a lot of time with myself and in nature, and so that I don't suck up the profane that is going on around me, because everybody's talking, everybody's in their profane lives, and that is fine. But if you're sensitive right now, there's a big possibility that you become overwhelmed with that, because you're sucking that up like a psychic sponge or something. But like Mercury conjunct Neptune, or like having planets in the 12th house, which is also associated with Neptune, so, or being high sensitive in general, it's also, it goes either way, yeah. You are extremely open, extremely like vulnerable, actually more vulnerable than other people, but you also have different possibilities, like channeling fourth, fifth dimensional stuff, like becoming connected to the divine and seeing the divine, and yeah, being connected to spirit guidance. And yeah, so my advice right now is to, and this is what I feel, what is happening in my experiences, is to take some time, take some rest, but don't like couch potato, don't sit on the sofa and watch Netflix, but do what you can to connect to spirit. Go take a walk in nature, go where there are few people, no people at all. The fewer people, the better. Be with yourself and connect to source and connect to yourself, and this is for me what opens the heart. Like, ask your heart. You can sit, actually, you just sit and you ask your heart, you connect to your heart, you feel your heart. Maybe some feelings come, maybe you feel a warm feeling here. Could also be some pain that is coming up. Just observe. It's a good meditation. Just every once in a while, or every day, like for 1 minute or two, checking in with your heart. Hello, hello, dear heart. What you want me to do? What you want? What is it? And then the answers will come. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking in. Oh my God. I did a video. Okay, namaste. Lots of love from Goa.